Hi everybody, my name is Rupa, working as assistant professor in Chevrolet Engineering College. I'm dealing the subject electrical machines too. In the today's topic is armature windings. So in the diagram, you can see the single layer winding, single layer winding. This is the diagram of single layer winding. In previous classes, we have discussed about the single layer winding. So briefly, I have discussed about the single layer winding. Now we will go into the depth. So here we can see here up to the basic level I have taught you. So if you see the diagram, what we have assumed is there are 4 poles: first pole, second pole, third pole, and fourth pole, right? So in the 4 poles, these 4 poles are sharing 3 slots each. Okay, so totally there are 12 slots. Each pole is sharing 3 slots, right? So we can say that here one slot per pole, one per phase. So here per slot one phase is there. For first slot R, for second slot B, and for third slot Y. Okay, so each slot is under each phase. So we can say that one slot per pole per phase. This is the notation of saying one slot, one per phase per pole. Okay, so here we can say that the pole is sharing 3 slots. So here we can say that the pole pitch is equal to obviously 3, right? Pole pitch is equal to 3. So for us, for getting the maximum EMF, what is the condition? The coil span should be equal to the pole pitch, right? What is the coil span? If 2 sides of coils are there like this is first side of coil. See, this is first side of coil and this is the second side of coil. So if 2 coil sides are there, this space between the 2 coil sides 1 and 2, it is called as coil span. So if the coil span is equal to 3 here, then you will get the maximum EMF. So now we will see that if the coil will be spread, if the coil is spread from first slot and third slot like this, the distance between the coil is 3 and pole pitch is also here 3. So now the coil span is equal to the pole pitch, then we can get the maximum EMF, right? Here, if you see the notations, you can see that R phase will be starting from starting from 1. Okay, first phase in the first slot, R will be starting from 1. Okay, next, and it passes through 4. Next, R will be starting at 4. Right? Okay. So if in the first slot I am starting the R phase at 1 slot, again R phase will be starting at 4. Okay, after 4 it will be starting at 7. After 7 it will be finishing at 10. Okay, so R phase will be starting at 1 and finishing at 10. So meanwhile, same like that, this Y phase will be starting at 3. Okay, and after that it will be at 6, and after that it will be at 8, and after that it will be finishing at 12. Okay, so these are the slots. These slot will also be starting at 3 and 5 and 9 and 11. Okay, so this is the starting and finishing of the phases. Here the end rings are connected, joined to form a star connection. So first the R connection will be brought out at the starting and the finishing R connection will be brought out. After that, again B connection will be brought out, and ending B connection will be brought out, and Y connection will be brought out, and ending Y connection will also be brought out. So one phase is connected to star and other phase is connected to the load. Okay, so there will not be any interconnections between the windings in the armature. Only the windings, the end rings are brought out and they are connected to the supply and the load. Okay, so this is the connections of single layer. Next, see here, there are second one, double layer winding or two layer winding. So if you see this in the double layer winding or two layer winding, this can be winded in lap or wave winding. Both, it can be used for both wave or lap winding. Okay, so the important points we have to discuss about this two layer winding is, it is the simplest and it is not commonly used in synchronous machines, but it is mainly used in induction motors. So what are the two important points are, here we are taking that number of slots in the stator is equal to the multiple of number of poles and the number of phases. So the slots in the, we can create a formula like number of slots in the stator is equal to pole into number of phases. Pole into number of phases. Okay, so thus suppose if I am taking an example of, if a stator is having 4 poles and 3 phases of a alternator, it may have multiple number of poles with multiplied with the pole. That means it is having 4 pole 3 phases. So it is having 12 or 24 or 36 or 48. That means 4 into 3. You will get 12. Or if you take 6 into 3, you will get 18. Like that, you will have number of slots. Okay, so these slots all will be in the multiples of 12 only. Next, second point, the number of stator slots will be equal to the number of coils here. Okay, number of stator coils will be equal to the number of coils. So I can explain this in the diagram. See here, in each slot, if it contains 2 slots, suppose this is the slot, the coil will be of 2 sides, right? Here the coil will be like this. Okay, each slot contain 2 slots. Sorry, each slot contain 2 sides of the coil. Suppose this is the first side of the coil, 1, and this will be second side of the coil, some 3 or 4. Okay, so there will be in a slot, there will be 2 coils, right? These 2 coils sides will be of other coils. Okay, so one at the bottom of the slot and other will be on the top of the slot. So this coil is said to be overlapping each other, just like shingles on the rooftop. Okay, so if you take a 4 pole 24 slot stator machine, I am taking 4 poles 24 slots. The machine is having 24 slots totally. Okay, now the pole pitch, what is the pole pitch? Each pole will be sharing 6 slots, right? So the pole pitch is equal to 6 because we are taking 4 poles and 24 slots. What is the pole pitch? That is equal to 24 by 4. That is equal to 6. The pole pitch is equal to 6. Right? So for maximum voltage, what should be the condition? The pole pitch should be equal to the coil span. Okay, so if that means if one side of coil is in slot 1, if one side of coil is slot 1, the other side should be in 7. Okay, suppose there are, see here, there are 7 slots. Okay, 7 slots total are there. So if this is the coil, Okay, this is the first side of the coil, this is the second side of the coil. If the first coil is in slot 1, this is first slot, this is seventh slot. Okay, if this side of the coil is placed in first slot, then the second side of this coil should be placed in seventh slot. Okay, so the coil should be like this, wound like this. Okay, so these two slots are having one coil. So the two sides are in the 1 and 7 slots. So the pole pitch, if the coil is wound like this, the pole pitch is set to be 180 degrees apart. Okay, the pole pitch is 180 degrees. Now I am telling that the pole pitch is 180 degrees, electrically apart 180 degrees. Okay, so if you label all the slots here, you will see here. See here, the first side of the coil will be in slot 1 and second side will be in slot 7. And second coil will be starting at slot 2 and it is ending at slot 8. So if it is the condition, we have to say that there is 180 degrees difference. Suppose I am giving you an example. If the first coil will be the first side of the coil will be starting in slot 1. Okay, so listen carefully, important point this one. If the side of the coil is starting in slot 1, right? If the second side of the coil is ending at 5, okay, if the ending is at 5, that means the coil 1 first side is starting at 1 and second side is ending at 2. Okay, now what is the coil span here? What is the coil span here? Actually, if you end the coil side 2 on the 7th slot, then it is set to be full pitch. That means 180 degrees apart is there. That the angle between the 1 and 2 is 180 degrees. Now, if the coil 2 will be ending at 5 only, what happens? It will be lagging, right? So actually it should be end at 7th slot. But it is previously ended. Only on 5th slot it is ended. So it is set to be short pitch. Okay, so what is full pitch? If the coil 1 will be starting at first slot ends at 7, there will be a 180 degrees electrical apart. But if unmistakably it will be ended at fifth slot only, what happens? It is called as short pitch. That means it is lagged by 60 degrees. Right? Do you understand? Total is 180 degrees, 7 slots. So each slot difference is 30 degrees, right? Each slot has a difference of 30 degrees. So as the coil is ending before 2 slots, what is happening? It is lagged by 60 degrees total. 30 plus 30, 60 degrees it is lagging. Okay. So that is called as, that condition is called as short pitch. Okay, so see here, totally each of the 3 phases has 24 by 3, that is equal to 8 coils, right? So this gives the maximum voltage when connected in series. If it is connected like this, this will be giving maximum voltage. So this is said to be when connected in series. When connected properly, the coils will be in 1, 7, 13, 19 will add directly in phases. Okay, so the coils 1, 7, 13, 18 like this will be in series. They will be added directly in the phase. Hence, we get 4 coils in this phase. The other 4 are selected as 2, 8, 14 and 20. Okay, so each of this is at an angular displacement of 30 degrees. That means from the first slot and the second slot, the difference is equal to 30 degrees. Okay, so what is the difference of each slot? 30 degrees. First slot is having 30 degrees difference to second. So total up to 7. If you get up to 7, you will get 180 degrees. So for the full pitch, it should be the angle 180 degrees. Okay, if you refer to a full pitch, then the angle difference between the slots should be 180 degrees. Okay, suppose see here. First slot, second slot, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8. Okay, so the difference between the each slot, what I am saying, the difference is 30 degrees. Okay, so what is full pitch means? If the difference between two slots is 180 degrees, then it is termed as full pitch. Okay, so the difference is 30 here. Add 30 to the difference. 30 again 60. Next add this 90. Then add this 120. Add this 150. Add this 180. So up to which slot I got 180? Up to 7th slot. Okay, so up to 7th slot I am getting the difference is 180. So if the first coil starts at 1, it should be end at 7. Other side of the coil should be end at 7. Then only we will say that is full pitched. Okay, so if the coil side 1 is started at 1 and it ends at 5, then it is called as short pitched, because to be full pitched the difference should be 180, right? If there is 180 difference between the slots only, we have to call it as full pitched. Less than 180, we have to call it as short pitched. So how much short it has to, it is also, we should also calculate. So if the coil 1 ends at 5, it is called as short pitch. How much degrees it is short pitch? 60 degrees. So the total difference between 1 and 5 slot is only 120 degrees. So it is short pitched. Okay, so see here. See here, what are polar groups? Okay, so if the first one ends, the coil will be starting at 1 and ending at 7, and 2 will be ending at 8. So these pairs are called as polar groups. Right? These are called as polar groups. Each adjacent slot has 30 degrees difference. Okay, so the R winding will be started at, the R phase will be started at 1 and ends at 7. Again, the R phase will be starting at 2 and ends at 8. Okay, so first there will be north, south, north, south, north, south, like that. The poles will be. So this pair is called as polar group. These pairs are called as polar groups. At the meantime, Y will also be starting at 5 and ending at 11, 6 ending at 12, like this, 17 ending at 23, 18 ending at 24. These are called as polar groups of Y, and these are called as polar groups of B. Okay, so see here, all these polar groups are connected to the star connection R. RYB star connection, and this is the neutral point of the star connection. Okay, the connection will be like this, like this. So these slots up to 7 slots, there will be under the influence of North Pole, and up to this South Pole like this, under the influence of North Pole. As Actually, these will be in circular form, but for easy understanding, I am marking them in the linear forms. Okay, so this is the basic thing about the full pitch. Now we will go depth into the full pitch and short pitch, how to calculate the full pitch and short pitches. Okay, see here. What is short pitch winding? So this is called as pitch factor or chording factor also. So until now we have discussed up to the full pitch coils. So the coil span, the coil span which is equal to pole pitch, that is spanning over 180 degrees electrically, it is called as full pitch. So as shown in the figure, see here, as shown in the figure here, full pitch means if the coil starts at 1 and ends at 7, it is called as full pitch, right? So total how many? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The difference is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so total 6. Full pitch. So see here. This is the definition of short pitch practically. Very, very important. If you know the short pitch only, you can further go into the subject. So see here, I am starting the coil side at 1. Normally, I am starting the coil side as usual at 1. But I am ending the coil not at 7, but at 6 I am ending. These are the dotted lines. Second thing, dotted lines. Okay. So if I start the coil in 1 and end at 7, it is called as full pitch, right? Full pitch. What is short pitch? If I start the coil at 1 and end at 6, before 7 only I am ending the coil side. Okay. Before this one, the second side is ended at 6th slot only. Okay. So before one slot, I am ending the coil side. Okay. So what happens? It is deferred by 30 degrees, right? So there is a difference of only 150 degrees between the 1 and 6 slot. The difference between 1 and 6 slot is 150. But full pitch means what? If the difference is 180, that is called as full pitch, right? Now, what is short pitch? If the difference is less than 180, it is called as short pitch, right? So how much difference? 30 difference. So what is the formula of means? It is only having a difference of, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total there is 6 difference. Only 5 is there. Only the difference is now only 5. Okay. So what is short pitch? 5 by 6 pitch is called the short pitch. Okay, 5 by 6 pitch, that is nothing but short pitch. And if I end the coil at 5, suppose if I start at 1 and end the coil at 5, then what happens? The difference increases. The difference between is only now 120 degrees, 1 and 5 slots. Now, what is the formula for short pitch? 4 by 6. What is the difference? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 6. Total 6 should be the difference, but only 4 is the difference. So 4 by 6 pitch is the short pitch. Okay, do you understand practically? Now I will be giving this example in the, I will be applying this example for the theory part. Okay, so there is already a concept of full pitch, right? So what is the need of short pitch? Why we have to connect the short pitch? Okay, so there are some advantages for connecting the short pitches. So other than full pitches, we are going for short pitches. What are the advantages means? They save copper of end connections, right? So if I want to actually for full pitch, I have to stop the wire at 7, right? For full pitch, I have to stop the wire at, I have to extend the wire up to 7. But I am reducing the wire and I am extending the wire only up to 6. So what happens? This much of copper will be reduced. Okay, so we are actually saving the copper of end connections. Okay, and what is the second advantage is they improve the waveform of generated EMF. That is, the generated EMF is made approximate to the sine wave more easily. Okay, so if you connect them in full pitch, actually you are getting a disturbances of harmonics, and these harmonics can reduce the voltage. So if you connect in short pitch, these harmonics will be eliminated. And due to this second reason, advantage, due to the elimination of this high frequency harmonics, eddy current and hysteresis losses will also be reduced. So these increase the efficiencies. So these are the uses why we connect the winding in short pitch. But there is a disadvantage of the short pitch. The total voltage around the coils is reduced. This is the only disadvantage in the short pitch. Because why the voltage will get reduced? Because the voltages will be reduced. Because the voltages induced in the two sides of the short pitched coil are slightly out of phase. So their resultant vectorial sum is also less than their arithmetical sum. Right? This is only the disadvantage, but we are having more advantages. Now we have to write the formula. See here, the pitch factor or coil span factor, that is denoted by Kp or Kc. Okay, pitch factor Kp or coil span factor Kc, both are equal, is equal to vector sum of induced EMFs per coil divided by arithmetic sum of induced EMFs per coil. Okay, so this is always less than 1. Always less than 1. Now, see the diagram here. Let ES is the induced EMF in each side of the coil. Okay, ES is the induced EMF in each side of the coil. Okay, so if the coil were full pitched, if the coil is full pitched, that is, if the two sides were one pole pitch apart, 180 degrees apart, the total induced EMF in the coil will be 2Es. Right? The total induced EMF in the coil will be 2Es. Okay. Two years. Now, if it is short pitched by 30 degrees, if it is short pitched by 30 degrees, I am short pitching by 30 degrees. That means I am connecting the second side of the coil before one slot. Actually, we have to stop at 7, but I am connecting at 6. So the difference will be 30 degrees. Right? Now, the resultant E will be vector sum of two voltages 30 degrees apart. Right? So now I can say that formula E is equal to 2Es, the total voltage, into 30 cos 30 by 2. That is equal to 2Es cos alpha. Or I can write Kc is equal to vector sum by arithmetic sum. you have the formula. Kc or Kp is equal to vector sum of induced EMF per coil by arithmetic sum of induced EMF per coil. Right? So that is equal to vector sum is E and arithmetic sum is 2Es. So that is equal to E formula we have to substitute here. 2Es cos 15 divided by 2Es. 2 ES get cancelled. You are remaining with cos 15. So cos 15 value is 0.96. If you observe this, this is always less than 1. Okay, so actually, strictly speaking, I can say that coil span falls short of full pitch by an angle alpha. Here alpha. So I can write the formula for Kc as Kc is equal to cos alpha by 2. That is equal to, if the angle between the two pitches is 60, then we can say that cos 60 by 2, that is equal to cos 30, 0.866. Okay, so this is short pitch. What is the formula? Cos alpha by 2. Alpha is what the angle differing. Now, distribution factor or breadth factor or winding factor or spread factor. Okay, so now we will see about the topic distribution factor or breadth factor or winding factor or spread factor. Okay, so if you see that in each phase coils are concentrated or these are bunched in one slot, but these are distributed in a number of slots to form polar groups under each pole. So these coils per phases, these are displaced from each other by a certain angle. Suppose if I am taking 30 degrees. And the result is that EMFs induced in the coils will be consisting of polar groups and not in phase with each other, but they differ by an angle equal to angular displacement of the slots. Right? So if you see the diagram, the 3-layer single winding of a 4-pole alternator, totally if you take 36 slots, there are 9 slots per pole. That is 4 pole, 36 slots means 36 by 4, that is 9. So 9 slots per pole. And I can say 9 by 3 again because 3 phases are there. So 9 by 3. So totally I can say 3 slots per pole per phase. Okay. So for example, 1, 2, 3 coils belong to R phase. Now these 3 coils will be constituting one polar pair. That is one polar group. So these are not bunched in one slot, but these are bunched in different slots. These are allotted different slots. Okay, these are allotted different slots. So as we are distributing this, it is called as distributing factor or winding factor or breadth factor or spread factor. So now angular displacement between any two extent slots will be 180 by 9, that is equal to 20 degrees. So what is the electrical difference between the two slots here? Now it is 20 degrees because 180 by total 9 slots per pole we have to do. So what is the sum? 9 slots per pole. So what pole pitch 180 divided by pole pitch, you are getting what is the angular difference between the two slots. So if